All right, so let me do the astrology horoscope reading for you. Okay. Now, what I didn't mention, and I wanted to mention, but I didn't, is let me go back to January because I'm in July. So, what I didn't mention, but I wanted to, is the first house. Okay, that was so important to mention, and I didn't, but I wanted to say that Cancer is also in the ascendant, and the moon is in the first house, and it's really about self, right? 27 degrees, 50 minutes is about self, and that's so powerful that the moon is in the first house of I am energy, really thinking about ourselves. I'm trying to find my other chart here, but it's like thinking about ourselves and what's important for us. It's an Aries house, but it's that awareness of yourself, your outward appearance, right? That's very much in alignment too with the Venus, right? Energy. So, and just your personality, your outward personality. So really checking into that. So starting with Cancer is just, for all the Cancerians, it's the moon energy, our emotions, and really caring about ourselves. And you're in the ascendant, so really putting yourself first and realizing that, this is a time for healing for everyone, not just Cancer, but for everyone. Okay. All right, so moving on to Gemini, okay, Gemini in the 12th house. So, really looking at your dreams, your spirituality. I feel like just, you know, putting yourself first and really having some alone time to really think about things. And with the Lilith energy there, really tapping into that and recognizing that you have to really be kind of, calculating and thinking about what is important for you and what's best for you. Okay. Taurus, you have Uranus energy, okay, in the 11th house, a lot of 11th house, and your friendship and what you aspire to be in, just your groups and your aspirations. And also, I believe you have the South Node, okay? All right, so let me look at that. So having the South Node, no, having the North Node, excuse me. So having the North Node energy, you really want to look into tapping into a lot of Jupiter energy for the whole time that the North Node is there for you, and really where you need to be and really work on that, because if you don't, it will be your downfall if you're not working on your present, which is your future, and anything that you don't want to face, you have to face it. Okay, because Scorpio is in the South Node and they're dealing with their karma, with any kind of negativity that they have inflicted past life, this life. So but also the South Node can offer them talents that they're good at. So Scorpios, I'll get to that, but Taurus, work towards what you are supposed to be doing in this life. Really tap into what your birth chart North Node is, and also what North Node in Taurus means, because, you got to tap into that and really know where you're going. Trust, because Gemini was in North Node last year, so big wake up call, right? So, all right, so now Aries is in the 10th house, and it usually has the MC, but it's moving into Pisces, okay? So, but with Aries in the 10th house, Chiron's there, you want to think about healing. Be mindful with your work and how it will affect what you want to achieve. So just be mindful of how you speak to others, your communication, anything to do with work. You just want to cross your T's, dot your I's. All right. Now Pisces, you have the MC, you have the healing here, you have the ninth house energy as well, higher learning, law, everything that the ninth house has, the need to travel. You have Jupiter there, you have Neptune there. So really getting into your spirituality, but also the need to feel like you need to win your life. You need to kind of move where you want to be for some of you. Anything that has to do with anything written or higher education or having someone understand where you're coming from, that's going to be very powerful for you, Pisces, okay? Aquarius, you have so much going on in planetary energies. You have Saturn, you have Mercury, which is in retrograde also, okay? You have those powerful eighth house energy of Scorpio's house of receiving money too. You could be dealing with different people in their relationships and everything that the eighth house has to offer. So really think about what is best for you. Just really calculating what is best for me. What do I need? Okay. And then having Capricorn now, Capricorn, you have the Fortuna energy. You're in the descendant. So if any kind of money issues come up for you, you want to be very private with that. Uh, and if you are lucky in anything, you want to be private with that. You have Venus retrograde, so be mindful of your relationships. Just anything that's important to you, you just want to be very mindful of that. Anyone with a strong Capricorn placement, not only Capricorn sun, but you want to be very mindful of that. Maybe play the lottery, like, I don't know, like you just have like that luck energy for this full moon, days leading up to, on the full moon, and days after. So just be mindful of, you know, don't rush in anything negatively when it comes to love. And I think tomorrow I'll put up that Venus video, but anything that has to do with Venus retrograde, you want to be very mindful of that, Capricorn, okay? Sagittarius. And Capricorn, you're in the seventh house of relationships, right? So I believe that's Libra's house. So you're in marriage, relationship, partnership. So definitely be mindful, Capricorns, with your Venus energy retrograde and also your luck and fortune. Like if you come into money and stuff like that, especially Capricorns that have like a softer placement in their chart, meaning like, something that's very trusting and loving, you want to just not be that way. Not even with your partner. You just want to keep things to yourself, especially if it's money and luck, right? It's not selfish, it's just being very careful. And especially if you know your dynamics of your relationship. Okay, so Sagittarius is in the sixth house. Sagittarius in the sixth house of your daily life, how you serve, you know, others, your work, your health, your service. So if you work in the healthcare field and you happen to be Sagittarius, you want to be mindful of what you say and do. You have that Mars energy as well in the sixth house, okay, of work and health and service. So you want to be mindful also to your own health and so on, right? So just be very mindful of that. Um, we have Scorpio in the fifth house, and you have the south node, as I was talking about your opposite sign, Taurus, you have the south node. So, if it comes to work and money, tap into do, and please do work that you can make money at, right? Don't feel like, especially if you feel stressed out and you need to change, whatever you're feeling, know that, especially if you feel secure with money, you still want to make sure that you're making money and not relying on the money that you have already, right? So you can still rely on it, but still, if there's a way that you can balance both, then definitely do that. But don't overspend, that's for sure. Okay, your south node is your past life talents or anything that comes easy for you in this life. You want to make sure you lean in on that. The south node is a very strong Saturn energy, so it's going to deal with contracts, making sure that Mercury's in retrograde, Venus is in retrograde. You don't want to sign in any contracts or make any big life relationship changes, right? Because you might end up regretting them. And just consider the fifth house for your personal creativity, your romance, children, what you feel is fun, what you can do that's creative. So consider all of those, okay? In the fourth house is Libra with no planets, okay? So you're really solely focusing on the fourth house of home, parents, roots, your inner security, how you nurture yourself, your inner world. So your inner world is going to have a big shift at this full moon. And then when you have your Libra full moon come up, there's going to be, with all the eclipse, there's going to be some definite karmic things to work through. So make sure that you're doing right by what you're supposed to be doing. Very important for balance in your life, okay? Now there's Virgo in the third house of Gemini of communication, right? So being in the third house, Mercury's in retrograde, we can think of that. So you're in that third house energy. So how can Mercury retrograde benefit you? Okay, work with that, because I could go on and on with that, right? So I have to learn to just say it in a short way. And, we're all listening, but we can do the work. So Virgo in the third house communication, you're also ruled by Mercury. So just like Gemini. So you have this third house energy here of, the mind, thinking, learning. It's all initial learning, the beginning learning, right? They say the lower level learning, but it's not really lower level. It's the initial learning, the mind, the mentality, mind, psychology, just learning siblings and how you communicate. It's the I think. So a lot of thinking for you during with this Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde. So it's your immediate environment, the people that are close to you. So really care about that. No planets to distract you there. Your opposite sign, I believe Pisces, has Jupiter and has Neptune. So you can pull and tap into that if you wish, in the ninth house, okay, with the MC. All right, so you're in the IC. So just really trying to just be a homebody, kind of like very private energy. All right. Now Leo is in the second house of Taurus, right? So it's your money, what you possess, what you value, your talents and skills, the I have energy, your personal resources. So you're really connected to having no planets there, but really connected to what is most important to you and how you can find balance with your money and what you possess. And I feel like you're creating for yourself a home, or creating for you something that you want that is beneficial to you. You want to create that, okay? And you want to make sure that you have the things that you need, right? What's important to you. And your opposite sign, I believe Aquarius, has Mercury in retrograde and also has Saturn over there in the eighth house. So if you want to tap into that energy, you can as well. Okay. But Leos, you really want to focus on how your money is going to bring you joy this winter, spring, and summer, right? So, like, I feel for you guys, this spring and summer is going to be the most fun that you'll have. And you're still going to, for some of you, if you need healing, you're still working on your healing, and don't rush your healing. You're in that I have energy, and just keep affirming to yourself, like, I have this, I have whatever it is that you want, that you have that. So this is your horoscope reading. I forgot to attach it to the other video. But I kind of like having it off to itself, But I want to reiterate again that this full moon for you in Cancer is all about love, compassion, and really moving forward, aspiring to harmony. Okay, that's the highest energy of Cancer full moon, ruled by the moon. So you can really tap into that and tap into the I feel energy. Okay, the I feel energy. What do you feel? And affirm these positive things, and do things that is calming to your stomach, your chest area, right? It can be very healing that way. So definitely check out my meditation video. I will try to remember to put a link to it here. And I feel like that will be very beneficial. But this full moon is really in the first house energy of self and caring for self, and tap into that Venus retrograde energy and Mercury retrograde energy. Very powerful. All right. So happy full moon to everyone. Definitely leave some comments on even after the full moon, after I want to start this, like, for your zodiac sign. I said this in the tarot video, leave some hearts, maybe if you're a water sign, leave blue hearts, fire sign, red hearts in your comments, earth sign, brown heart, air sign can be white and blue hearts. And definitely let me know, how was the full moon for you. Leave some comments before. It really helps. Even if you're leaving hearts, that helps the channel. And after the full moon, or the next day after, let me know how the full moon energy was for you. Again, watch the other video. I'll put a link to it in here. And know that you can definitely do your full moon water, leave it out, and your crystals. And we've escaped those eclipse energy, so we can definitely tap into that. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Happy full moon in Cancer, and Happy New Year, and I will see you guys in the next video.